Look, I am by nature a hermit, okay? I am very introverted. I do not like social gatherings. They literally just, they truly suck the life out of me. And I know people just don't understand that because I guess most people get recharged by that stuff. But it's like my life is living proof of what I'm trying to convey and make people understand. So not only have I noticed in my Catholic faith journey, have I not noticed like the differences in a non-neurodivergent person and a neurodivergent person such as myself. And I'm talking diagnosed autism and ADHD, and by the grace of God, healed from OCD. And that is more horrific than anything you could think, or the typical shallow understanding of just liking things a particular way. Okay, I'm trying not to digress, but I just let you know the things I struggle with. And there's a difference and there's a disconnect. That's going to be in any social situation. But I've noticed it more frequently, like with all of my new Catholic, for instance, people that I interact with. But then there's also the class divide that is even more noticeable to me now. The extreme class divide. I am from East Tennessee, which for the while was known as like the meth capital of the United States, like in the early 2000s. And it still has the problem, the alcoholism, the poverty, the crime, the lack of education, etc. That is my background. That is something like the poverty mindset and such. That is something I am still struggling with. And the class difference just in my new, just my parish and my social circle, especially because of the proximity to DC where I live, there's just always a very interesting blend of people. But to be so connected in communion with them, and then for them to literally be so shockingly out of touch and not understanding, knowing, not empathizing or sympathizing with the true plight of most of America, and especially in this economy. The lower class that's pretty much, the middle class is now the lower class. So like there's only a very tiny few are, doing great. The rest of us we're locked in a consumer capitalist nightmare. It's dystopian and it's the truth. And that's the one thing I've realized. And God bless all of the academics and the professional people who just get to sit and talk with their beautiful honey voices and rich brains that can just turn a phrase and convey a thought and stir emotion. But there's real life society out here and real life consequences to the majority of the lower class Americans that you seem to have no comprehension of, unless you're going like on foreign countries missions, which I still don't even have a passport. I have never left the United States in my life. And then the class difference of people who like, oh, it's just so common. Like me and my family, we traveled abroad like ever since I was little. We would have, vacations in Guam or something. Like, what? Like there's like millions, tens and tens and tens, if not hundreds of millions of Americans they've never even left their county. Like, that's a real true reality. And it's these places that are being taken advantage of with these data centers for this AI that you guys just are so obsessed and enamored and addicted to and profiting from. And I'm doing my best to have charitable thoughts and good intentions and love and patience, but someone needs to let you know, because you are absolutely oblivious. And if you're really not oblivious and you know this stuff and you are still promoting it, then I need you to rethink what loving your neighbor and obeying Christ is, and what the catechism that you profess to be your standard. You need to look at what it says about stewardship, and then the effects that you have on your neighbor and those in less fortunate situations as you, because you guys are completely missing the point. And yes, I'm very impassioned about it because I live in the data center hell. I know what it is doing, and you guys want to pretend like it's not happening and it's just some great thing that the apostles and stuff would approve of. No, I beg to differ. I definitely think not, dude. Anyways, I'm gonna calm down and come back. Okay, I just had to throw my trash into the dump. Now that I'm calmed down, I guess when I am really trying to express it, hopefully in a way that you will understand, is when it comes to AI. And I get it. You can mean well and have great intentions and think you're doing it to honor a saint or honor God. But the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And ignorance in America is preyed upon and manipulated and used. And I need you to understand that with this promotion of AI that you keep doing, you, in my opinion, and the people who are affected by it, you know how everybody wants to criticize Esau for selling his birthright for a bowl of soup? Well, you guys are selling your birthright and you're not even getting anything life-sustaining or nourishing from it. At least Esau got a bowl of soup because he needed it, because he'd been out hunting like Nimrod. He might have even killed Nimrod, that great big powerful legendary ruler, and Esau just killed him. So yeah, he was hungry and he got some food out of switching out his birthright. You're trading it, and if there is, there's not even anything nourishing because the water is polluted and contaminated that it would give. It's not giving anything of life sustaining or life contributing value. It is taking everything from us just to give you a sense of productivity. God, have mercy. Like, please understand this. Please. All right. That's all I'm trying to say. God, have mercy. Like, please.